What's up, everybody? This here is Joe Stevens with Seahawk Talk, Brian from No Bore Sports, and this is the Rivalry Week 15 edition. Seahawks 49ers Talk. We need some help from the old 49ers this weekend, by the way.
Well, I think we'll be obliged, but we gotta win this one. So if you're thinking we're gonna take a loss, that's not gonna.
No, that's what we need. We need you to win.
And we need you to lose. So please, we'll come through for you if you come through for us. Okay? How's about that? Shake on it. Shake on it.
I hate to be this guy. I think you guys. Never mind. How was your week?
Say that shit. Say that shit.
No, it's fine.
You hate to be that guy. What?
Nothing. How was your week? How I haven't talked to you last week. We got busy last week. How have you been?
God. Well, a little bit better after we destroyed the Bears, but that's not
Bears.
Yeah, that's just par for the course, I would think. In fact, I'd probably be devastated if we didn't smash them into the ground.
I love the Bears, dude. They're my second favorite team. And I was so pissed. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. It's not even a game. But my boy Roma Dunze did catch 2 touchdown passes. I'm assuming, I think they were in garbage time, but
I believe they were garbage time. At least one of them was.
But, well, helped with fantasy. Actually, it sucks. So I usually do this. The Bears are my second favorite team. So usually the Hawks play at 1, the Bears play at 10. And I'm like, okay, so I get to watch the Bears in the morning, and then I get to watch the Seahawks in the afternoon because I watch them on the Sunday Ticket, on the YouTube TV. And I was pissed off because I was like, it was the morning games. And I was like, wait, where are the Bears at? It's like, oh shit, they play at 1:00. I thought it was in Chicago. So that kind of threw me off. I didn't get to watch them.
Yeah, I was, obviously I live here in Washington and I can't get the 49ers game. So I was kind of tuning out. I don't know. After being bodied by the Green Bay Packers and the Bills back to back, it kind of took the wind out of my sails.
Bro, imagine being a Mariners fan. Imagine watching that shit back to back to back days. That's why I can't watch baseball. You can't watch baseball like you watch football. Every game does not. What?
Didn't somebody, wasn't Juan Soto on the Mariners or
no?
Okay.
No. He was on the Yankees.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't know how my dad did it. My dad, obviously he was in a wheelchair. He had a stroke, so he was paralyzed, but he sat down, and I'm not shitting you, he probably watched 150 out of those 162 games when they sucked. And I am like, dude, I do not know how you do it. He's like, well, it's the Mariners. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to watch them every night. Watch Pawn Stars or something like you usually watch.
My dad used to watch Mariners and MASH, and how he got through both of them was 6-pack of Rainier.
Yeah. No, my dad wasn't drinking watching all these Mariners games.
Yeah. That's even more amazing because,
I still have this voicemail from him I have all my voicemails from my dad on my phone. Not ever, but
right.
He has one that goes, "Hey, we're first place in baseball," because he had a hard time talking because his brain injury. He goes, "Just letting you know we're in first place." So when the Mariners took first place 2 years ago, I sent it to his best friend, and he was like, "Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that," because it was my dad saying, "Hey, we're first place in baseball. Just letting you know we're in first place." So that was pretty cool. But that was a tangent. 49ers beat.
Suck. Oh God, we are so in trouble. Yes, we beat the Bears, 38-13.
Season.
Huh?
I'm not being a prick. I'm not right most of the time. But I did say I had this weird feeling that the 49ers, whenever you lose a Super Bowl, whether it's injuries, emotions, not everybody being on the same page, they usually take a step back. And I think that happened this year, even though they're just coming off a big win.
Yeah. There's lots of things that this goes into this.
Do you let's just break it. Do you think Kyle Shanahan's the head coach next season?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. They just extended him.
How much is his buy? Well, I guess you just pay him. I guess with NFL contracts, you just pay him.
But it's not like we've had an atrocious amount of injuries this year. Okay. And in season ending injuries for people who are supposed to be key players. Brandon Ayuk, obviously, he's a big breadwinner. Javon Hargrave got injured. He's a lot of money sitting on the injured bench, and he wasn't producing a lot while he was here. So they just restructured his contract to make it so it's easier to get rid of him. Well, I can't remember what a June 1st designation or whatever. So I think
they did that already.
Yeah, it came down today.
They basically cut him.
No, they restructured it to where they're stretching it out over some years. And they're stretching it out over some years.
Fuck your Seahawk. Fuck your Seahawk was Joe.
Hawk was.
Thanks, I love it.
Yeah, so they did it so they can cut him kind of cleanly and don't get hit so hard. And I think he understood that it was coming. But like everybody wants, like the fandom, I don't think there's any fan on Twitter that doesn't want one or two people off the team next year, or at least not maybe even handfuls. I've seen people talk
coaching
about
wise or roster
wise. Both people are really pissed at coaching. I'm upset with coaching. Not necessarily the fact that like everything could have been fixed, but before all the injuries happened, I think we were having kind of offensively, it seems like the league knows what we're doing. Even though they might not know what we're doing on every play, they know what our whole kind of get up is. We're trying to get you open in the middle, and they're just always trying to sit on that until we can burn them to the outside. And we don't really get to burn people to the outside that well. And when it comes to the run game, sorry.
If you're pressured, I feel like their offensive line isn't as good as they once was. As much as it says us kind of evened out from last year, I feel like they're getting pressured a lot more, at least from what I saw in the Seahawks game, where those routes can't develop over the middle like they used to.
But also, like, we can't convert a third and long without a miraculous catch by somebody. And
Number 15.
And it's usually kind of contested because the routes that we're running aren't man beaters. And I think, to me, that's the biggest problem. We don't have any man beaters on third down. We're running the same kind of passing concepts. We're like, hey, we're going to throw to the numbers. Once you open up the middle, boom, we're going to go play action right over the linebackers. That's how we're going to cut you. The book's out. We don't do screenplays. Now, I've been complaining about we don't do screenplays. Grant Cohn, he mentioned that to ask Kyle a question about screenplays. I don't think anything happened with screenplays on the next game, which I believe was the Green Bay game. But then in the snow, he throws screen passes. And
Well, that would make sense.
A little bit. But if you're going to throw screens when it's snowy out, because hey, we can't throw, we're not throwing long passes, right? So we're going to mix this and that. Then when people are coming down your quarterback's throat on second and long, why aren't you dialing up a screen then? Why aren't you dialing up a screen then to cause the defensive ends to have to stay home? And we don't do that ever in regular situations. I think he called 3 screens against the Bills, and that's probably as many screens that he called all last season within 1 or 2. I would probably wager money on that. I'd less than 10. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be running less than 10 screens whole season. That's ridiculous. That is not balanced. It's making so defenses know we just got to play the run or the pass. We don't have to worry about anything in between. That's not keeping them honest. And I think defensively, it's been horrible what has happened to that wonderful defense we had. And I don't know if it's all Nick Swanson, but we got issues. Dre Greenlaw is, I think, actually a big reason why teams are able to do what they're doing on us, because Dre was knocking people out of the way, whether he was the first linebacker to like take on a lineman or if he was the one to make the tackle. Somebody was getting tattooed on every run play. We don't have that anymore. He was also able to break off and into the passing game and cover people extremely well. And Devondre Campbell does not do that very well. He comes up every now and then, but he is not a Dre Greenlaw whatsoever. I don't know. I would almost wish that we would. We got
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, I just wish we would put Floyd as like another linebacker, and then when in running downs, kind of just bring him up onto the line, have D Winters and Warner as the linebackers, and run a 5-2 at certain times, essentially kind of making it like a 4-3, 5-2 type of defense. And then on third down, you can rush or substitute a lineman and then move Floyd in on the end. But I just like to see something different and us get after some fucking people.
Yep. Want to hear about the Hawks?
I thought you guys were about ready to lose and then you won. Or was it the week before that?
That was the week before.
Yeah, the week before. You guys almost lost your ass and then you fucking won, you bastards.
Special teams, dude. Special teams were the only reason the Jets were in that game was because of the 3 fumbled kick returns that we had.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys pick up Kyle Williams?
Pretty close. Here's what I love about this new regime. Here's what I love about this new regime in Seattle. D Williams fumbled 3, or D Williams fumbled 1 of the 3. Laviska Shenault fumbled 2 of the 3. They are both cut and not on the team anymore. So we have 2 new kick returners. I think we had Kenny McIntosh back there, 3rd string running back last week, and a new guy who honestly is so new, I don't remember his name, but he wears number 1. And yeah, I'm happy they're gone. I'm happy they're gone. This is all about accountability with this new regime, which is weird because I did say he kind of runs things like a Harbaugh would, but it seems like Harbaugh kind of just kept Kyle Williams back there for 2 seasons.
Oh my God.
So,
oh my God.
Anyways, other than that,
we could already have 6 fucking Super Bowls.
the defense, but you don't. The defense has been insane. Since the bye week, we've allowed just around 15 points a game, and a lot of that had to do with the offense having great field position against the Jets. Yeah, this is a good one. Ernest Jones is a massive pickup. We're a top 10 defense in the NFL right now, and that is insane to say with the first half that this defense showed. Ernest Jones is a big part of it. Leonard Williams is a big part of it. I don't know if you saw Leonard Williams. He is 6'6", 295 pounds. Had a pick six against the Jets last week. Did you see that?
I did see that.
That was pretty sweet. Yeah, the defense is just cooking. Picked off Kyler twice. Kobe Bryant, Ernest Jones. And then, yeah, picked off Rodgers, picked off Kyler twice the week before that. This defense is just exactly what we wanted it to be when we hired Mike McDonald. How much of that is weak opponents? It's not. The offensive line is what I have a concern with when it comes to weak opponents, because we looked awesome last week. But how much does that have to do with the Cardinals being complete trash on the defensive line?
You know what I see? For you guys to be really deadly, you got to get your yards per play up. Seems like
No.
like the last game you had 6.7 yards per play. When you're humming, it's like 9 to 10 yards per play.
That's a first down every 2 plays.
Yep.
No. 6.6.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. And it's when you have big explosives tied in with, no gains. I'm just letting you know when you're
what the offense is doing right now, which I'm proud of, and it's awesome. They're playing, hey, don't fuck up, and we're gonna take what you give us, and that's what really changed this week. A lot of check downs, a lot of early downs. The defense is playing so well that the offense just needs to manage the game and find the end zone 2 to 3 times in a game. The defense is just playing that lights out.
Yeah, well, okay. I just think they're young. Things can happen at any moment in time. If you're going to make any sort of a good run, you need to get your yards per play up.
We'll see. I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about, can we protect the quarterback and create gaps in the run game.
Hold on. What was your guys' running yard?
Last game?
Yeah. Oh, geez. You had 176 rushing yards.
Yeah.
You usually don't rush for shit. Like, you guys talk about doing the run, and then you try a little bit, doesn't get anywhere, and you shut it down, and then like somewhere in the second half you come out, like third quarter, all of a sudden you find it all of a sudden again. Yeah.
Fourth. Yeah, Charbonnet played awesome. Our starting running back was out.
134 yards. Yeah.
Yep, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, no, he played a hell of a game. Like I said, the stars of the game are all on the defense. So Geno was playing awesome. Jackson Smith and Jigba is the new. He's the guy you need to worry about. It's not Lockett anymore. He's kind of surpassed Metcalf as the number 1 receiver on the team.
Yeah, I've been seeing that, and it's crazy because Metcalf should have that all day long with his size and his speed.
The problem is, if you watch it, they try to double cover him on almost every play. I mean, whether if they're playing man or if they're playing man up front, cover 2 in the back, they're always shading to DK Metcalf, which is awesome because it opens up for a guy like Jackson Smith and Jigba. It opens up for the tight end AJ Barner, Noah Fant. DK Metcalf is very valuable just as a decoy on this team.
He's so damn big. He's open even when he's not open.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't you feel he should be? Don't you feel he should be though? Like, it's, I don't know. I thought he was just going to be a game wrecker. I was so depressed when you guys got him. And
you've seen flashes though. You've seen flashes of it. And he's legit a top 15 wide receiver in the NFL. He has been since he came into the league. But I think the problem is the expectations are so high from him by us, the fans, that if he's not getting 10 targets a game, everybody's pissed off. Well, if what he's doing is helping the other guys get better, he's fine with it. He's not pissed about not getting the ball all the time.
I'd rather have somebody like a Juwan Jennings than him.
Juwan Jennings doesn't take away as much attention from the defense. They still, the number one guy they try to stop for the Seahawks is DK.
He's the number 3 receiver on a team, and everybody else got hurt, and he was the number 1 receiver, and he was leading the league for a couple of weeks because he was doing stuff. And like, he's not fast, but he got faster somehow.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little faster somehow. He found a little extra wiggle. And I'd rather have Juwan Jennings because when I throw to him, he's open. Or even if it's not open, he's going to come down with it consistently.
Yeah.
Not that it's 100%. And I'd rather have that. So whether somebody's getting double covered or not, it doesn't matter if everybody that got out there has a consistent ability to come down with the ball, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what we're seeing at Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has the best.
He gets
hands
open
on the team.
He's got a knack for getting open right now. It seems like he's really figured it out. You know what I mean? Like, seems like it's clicking, and he's fucking. I saw one where he's coming across field, and then he's getting down real low, almost like almost like a Lockett catch. You know how Lockett's like, oh, I'm gonna catch this and I'm gonna get down so you can't hit me. I was like, that's a Lockett play right there. Like, he's smart. Boom. Oh, we already got the first down. This and that. We're field goal. Oh, there's no need to this and that. I'm not gonna get a touchdown. So just let's save the hit.
Well, and there was another play in that game where it looked like it hit the ground. And Jackson Smith and Jigba just caught it with his fingertips right before it hit the ground, then turned upfield for 15 more yards. And I think everybody and their mother thought it was an incomplete pass, except for him. And then they replayed it, and it wasn't. He's showing why he was a first-round pick. He really is. Same with Witherspoon on the defense. What?
I called that pick.
Oh, you did?
Don't you remember?
I don't know. I didn't want him.
You were like, Ryan, what do you think the Seahawks do here? I go, no one's picked the receiver yet, right? I go, receiver.
He was the first one, yeah.
He was the first one.
Yeah, well, it's paid off. But, yeah, any standout performance for the 49ers last week?
I haven't rewatched the Bears game. I have kind of been geeking out. I've been playing some Final Fantasy. I've been obviously keeping up with things. But you want to know about who stood out? Well, let's see. Oh. Patrick Taylor for 25 yards. I'm joking.
Okay.
George Kittle had 51 yards. Oh, that was right. He has
6 receptions.
He has fifth most receiving yards out of tight ends or something. Like, what was the stat? Anyway, he's in the pantheon of tight ends now. Juwan Jennings shot out 90 yards on 12 catches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's Garendo. Oh yeah, Garendo came in. He got injured. That was the great thing too. Yeah. Garendo came in 15 yards for 15 attempts for 78 yards, and then he got injured. So now we're down to Patrick Taylor as our starting running back, and we have signed a new guy. Yeah, we're pretty fuckered.
Yeah, I can tell. Let's move it to next Thursday. Let's move it to Thursday then. How are you feeling going up against the Rams, who just actually cost me some money by losing to the Bills or beating the Bills? I was absolutely fucking pissed about that.
I'm not excited. Not excited. We kind of got our tushy pushed in against the Bills, and then these guys are just coming through and smacking them. Now, granted, it wasn't in the blizzard.
Any given Sunday though.
And yeah, but we don't have our top 3 running backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a top 3 running back, and we're, this run first team. As far as I know, what was it? Bosa is day to day. Fred Warner's just a G. I don't know. I hope they broke their ass trying to win against the Bills, and they ain't got much left for us.
That's what you can hope for, right?
But
I think that's what I'm hoping for.
That's not going to be the case, though. These are pros. You know what I mean? Anybody who's banking on that, you're fucking stupid. So
I'm banking on it, dude. I don't give a shit. I want the 49ers to win this game.
This is like the first time you've ever picked the 49ers. Well, not the first time, but one of the only times.
I think this is the first ones. We'll get to that in a bit in our picks. How do you see the 49ers winning this game?
By figuring out how to run the ball so we can get the play action going. That's the only way I really see us having a chance. Or we're going to be dead in the water. The other thing is we got to see something from this defense that we haven't seen. Is what I'd say yet this year. And I don't know if that's something that's able to be seen. It's kind of sad.
You seem kind of down on the team right now.
Well, they haven't given us anything to show. We know what they can do. We've seen we know what excellence looks like, and this is not it. And that's what we're looking at here. So this was our last year in our window. I'm pretty sure our window is closed. I put out a tweet that says, hey, realize that, love our guys, and, you never know when you're going to be able to, if they're going to be around next year. And if you're expecting any of these guys to tank, well, you're mistaken, because we didn't hire people with that mentality, or, we didn't draft people with that mentality.
And ain't nobody, if you're thinking about tanking, if you're on a team that wants to tank, for one,
get out of the fucking league.
For one, the players aren't going to want to tank, because if they're on a team that's trying to tank, they're not going to be on the team next year, because they're trying to get the upstairs wants to replace you, and that's why you want to tank. It's not a thing in the NFL. It's not. The Dolphins tried it. They fucked up. They won like 7 games. The Dolphins tried it. They tried to even pay their coach a tank. He was like, fuck you. Right? So
yeah.
That's just not a thing. And if you're rooting for your team to lose, sorry, you're a douchebag. I mean, you are. I've never rooted against the Seahawks. Ever. And I've said before, like, hey, maybe we want to drop one here, get it out of the way, right? Especially like if I think we're going to win the Super Bowl. Hey, let's let's drop one here. Let's not get too cocky, but once a game starts, I'm not rooting against the Seahawks whatsoever, ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Why would you? It's stupid.
Yeah. Well, especially because tanking in the NFL does not fucking work. So,
some people can only do it by attempting their best effort at winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They only get there by trying their hardest to win.
Yeah. Let's get into the Seahawks Packers preview. This is going to be a big fucking game for the Seahawks. Sunday Night Football. For all the Seahawks fans that say, "Oh, don't sell your ticket to Packer fans," blah 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 blah. Well, for one, if you're one of those people saying that and you're not going to the game, fuck you. Okay, if you're going to be on Twitter talking shit about people selling their season tickets and you're not going to the game, fuck you. Packers fans always travel well, fucking everywhere. They're probably the best traveling team in the NFL. And guess what? I said this before.
How the fuck are you
yes,
going to say that shit with me in there?
They are the best traveling team in the NFL by far.
Maybe some places, but not everywhere.
Maybe on the West Coast. Maybe on the West Coast, the 49ers are, and in Dallas for some reason. But no, the Packers fans travel well. I said this on the last podcast. yeah, fucking Jacksonville, because the flight is about 50 times more than the ticket cost. I said this before. The 49ers come to our stadium, they're disrespectful. The Raiders fans come to our stadium, they're disrespectful. And the Cowboys fans come to our stadium, they're very disrespectful, with exception of a few people, right? I've been to a handful of Packers games at this stadium. They show up in groves, but they're very nice. They still have that Midwest hospitality. They pay a lot of fucking money to go, for one. And that's another thing. If you're a Seahawks fan and you don't go to every game and you're bitching at Seahawks fans that aren't going, don't even get me started. It just irritates the shit out of me. If you're going to complain about it and you're also not going to the game and are able, it really irritates me. But anyways, there's going to be a lot of Packers fans. This game is going to be won or lost at the line of scrimmage. Hate to sound cliche, but if we can run the ball and our defense shows up like they have been, we should take care of business. Not saying it's going to be a blowout or anything.
What up, Papa J? Shout out, Papa J. And the business 49ers are going to win this game because Vegas have to make their money.
Sure. Yeah, no, I like the Seahawks in this game. Can we get to our tweets of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start off with this one. Oh, great. After me just saying that. So this person commented on Twitter, to all the Seahawks season ticket holders, please do not sell your tickets to the opponent's team. Let's find you Seahawks fans who want to go and hoping they can afford it, or maybe an installment. Yeah, we can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one's full. All right. If Packers fans have the money to go and want to go, they can go. If you're a Seahawks fan and you're bitching that the tickets are too expensive, you have just as much opportunity to buy that ticket that costs $300 as a Packers fan does. Sorry. It just irritates me as somebody that goes to every game about people bitching about people not going to the game that don't go to every game. Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
no, you're good.
I mean, I missed since before COVID. So since 2019, I missed one home game, and it was that Thanksgiving game against the 49ers because I made my wife happy. And that was it. And just really irritating. So yeah, let's get to your first one.
Yep. We're talking about how to win a game. Jennings and Kittle. Shout out to Ronnie Niner.
Yeah. Is that it? Just get the ball to both of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So what we want to do. Our red zone has really sucked. Last in league.
So the Seahawks, once again, social media game strong. Want to see us beat the Cardinals. So that was 3 weeks ago. And then want to see us do it again. That was 2 weeks ago. Really? The Seahawks social media team has been on fire lately. And I always thought social media teams were kind of dumb. I like it. That's about it.
Is that really that hilarious?
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You just liked it because it's true. There's no real like punchline at all.
That's
okay.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
This just as long as we're straight. I don't think see Ronnie Niner again. I don't think 49ers fan realize how valuable Jimmy Ward was to this defense. And that I've been saying that all year. It was so bad that we let him go.
How about that? The other Ward, is he back?
Yeah. He's back. Everybody was like getting mad at him for some things. He gave up 1 touchdown. He gave up 2 catches for 20 yards. But other than that, that's pretty good. Like other than the touchdown, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like
I can give that guy a break. He's been through some shit this year.
Yeah. Did you hear about Trent Williams?
No.
Trent Williams.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't been a good time for everybody.
Yeah. A Packers fan commented this, and I liked it a lot. Packers Seahawks playoff game at Lumen Field. The last one was when they choked away that big lead in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
And just because I think if the standings were to end today, the Packers would be playing here at home. The season doesn't end today, though, but I thought it was funny. I really did.
Tom Grossi would like it's almost like us having to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
or them having to play us. Them having to play us in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like it's just like fuck.
Yeah.
Why did it have to be them? Why did it have to be there?
Yeah, exactly. So I was stoked on that. Or I thought that was funny. What else we got? Collinsworth calling for a jet sweep.
So this was during the Bills game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where people can't make any crazy movements, and Collinsworth's like, jet sweep. And it was like, bro, you can't make the cut. Like, how are you gonna get all that speed running essentially horizontally, and then you're gonna make the turn to go vertical when you can't even, some people can't even go straight without falling. Like, you're such a fucking idiot. I
like Collinsworth.
Yeah, because he's a dipshit.
You know why I like him?
Because he annoys all the 49ers fans, and he always like,
no, he annoys every fan base.
Because we fucked him in the ass in the fucking Super Bowl.
Because I got tired of hating him so much to where I just kind of laugh. And especially, we don't play Sunday Night Football that often, right? That's the only time I hear him. Nothing.
What was the name of that one fucking dude who at like halftime would give you his fucking moral fucking talk? What was his fucking name?
On what show?
It was like if I could remember his fucking name.
My dad hated Tony Siragusa a lot. He was a sideline reporter for Fox. He died.
Tony Siragusa was a great freaking defensive tackle.
Yeah, the Goose was a douchebag as a fucking analyst for Fox.
What was his name?
Booger McFarland?
No, it was a white dude, and he would do the Olympics too. He's known for doing the Olympics. He was kind of like the bougie guy, but then he probably cut his teeth doing Costas. Was it Costas?
Bob Costas.
Let me see.
Yeah, he was a baseball guy too. He did football, baseball.
Maybe not. It was that guy, right?
I like Bob Costas.
Oh, he would
He's
come
the
in and
voice of a
start
generation.
he'd start telling. I swear it was him. He'd start telling you about this moral shit. Not that I don't like more, but it's like people pushing their view on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're here for football, motherfucker.
Here's my last one.
We'll get at you.
The Seahawks are the only defense in the NFL with 5 players that have registered 30 pressures or more. I thought that was pretty cool and just speaks to how good Mike McDonald's running this defense right now. So, anyways, with that,
That's how he
you
simulates
can
the
get
pressures.
to CarCast deal.
So, bro, it's because he's blown things at big times, and we've seen him be able to perform at a high level. His first year coming out, he was performing at a high level. He was performing better than Mustafa has performed this year. He was just on the spot to the point where with Gibson and Tig, they were thinking we might not need Hufanga, and that might save us some money down the road. Now, I don't know. This is a sophomore slump. Obviously, it's a sophomore slump. I can't totally knock him too much. We got to see what happens next year. You know who Tig is?
No, I don't. That's why I was
Jair Brown, number 27, our safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you got a good point here. Yeah, he still could be an upcoming star. This could be the synonymous sophomore slump. Let's see. He has 3 total NCs rookie year, halfway through the season, and picked off Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Let's get to our picks.
I don't give a shit anymore. Stupid fucking football. Fucking injuries. All right, I'm picking San Fran Thursday.
I'm picking the Rams.
Yeah. How are you going to pick the Rams on here, but then be like, oh, you need to win, Ryan?
Yeah, no, I just want to piss you off a little bit more. Kansas City at Cleveland. I got Kansas
City.
Cincinnati at Tennessee. I got Cincy. I think they're playing pretty decent.
I got Cincy too over Tennessee. Tennessee's looked like shit since Rand Carthon's gone there.
I don't know who that is, but
Rand Carthon's their GM. He used to be our player or dude over player personnel. I think his job was like scouting the free agents and trades, and like Adam Peters was more over the drafting.
Washington at Nolans. Give me Washington.
I got Washington.
Yeah. Weird, we've only picked road teams so far.
Yeah.
Baltimore at New York Giants. About to go road again, Baltimore.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm picking the Giants for anything.
Dallas at Carolina. I'm going to take my first home team. I'm taking Carolina. Bryce Young.
Yeah, this is the first time they are...
Are they favored?
They're favored to win!
Nice.
Over the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, my God. I got to put a star. I
didn't know
right
that.
Here for you, boys. For you, boys.
Jacksonville at home against the Jets. I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
I think I got to too. The Jets are such a shit show. Like,
Yeah.
neither one of these teams I would put any money on.
Here comes
Other
my run of home
this could,
teams.
wait, could this be a fucking tie?
No. Yeah, you could. You could
I
just put a
got
line through
Jacksonville.
both.
Yeah.
Um,
Miami and Houston. Ooh.
give me Miami just cause I don't know why.
Houston. Tua's gonna get fucked up. Jimmy Ward is playing. And if Tua takes off and goes running, Jimmy Ward sees that. Jimmy's gonna end both of their careers on this hit.
All right. Little far. Give me
Jimmy Ward does not like. Do you remember? Jimmy Ward does not like quarterbacks running. Do you not remember?
Yep.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, dirty play.
First half. Yeah.
Denver. I'm taking Indian. Oh my god. Indianapolis at Denver. I like the Broncos at home.
Yeah. They've been coming on lately. It's also in Denver, Mile High.
Yeah, that was my thing. Buffalo at Detroit. I'm gonna go Buffalo here.
Oh, I don't know if I could be that bold. I'm going Detroit. They're hungry. I'm gonna go Buffalo. Bro. Yeah, I know you said that. You fucking said that.
Yep, I said it. Said it twice. Said it 3 times. Pittsburgh at Philadelphia, Battle of Pennsylvania. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. No, I fucking hate to. I hate their quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Philly. Their fans are gonna throw batteries at the Pittsburgh players, and at Santa.
New England at Arizona. New England at Arizona. I got
Arizona. Oh, yeah.
Just makes no sense.
Makes none. Chargers over Tampa.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I'm taking the Seahawks over Green Bay, believe it or not.
I am taking Green Bay over Seattle. Actually, I should probably take Seattle because everybody talks about Jordan Love. I don't think he's that good. First thing, what up, Jason? Shout out. Niner Faithful Radio. Make sure you go check him out at his channel.
What's up, Jason?
We got Spongy in the house. What up, Sponge?
What's up, Sponge?
And Carcast, I'm sorry, I didn't hit you with the applause. So there's yours. And Papa J.
And Papa J.
Yours. Yep.
Chicago at Minnesota. I'm gonna take Chicago just because it makes no sense.
You're a fucking idiot.
Watch. Okay.
Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking?
No, surprisingly not.
This is the problem.
Okay, go ahead. Next.
Las Vegas and Atlanta.
Atlanta. They both
Atlanta
suck
at
ass.
Las Vegas. Yeah, it's like a coin flip.
Yeah, give me Atlanta because they're gonna put Penix in at halftime.
I'm gonna go heads is Atlanta, tails is Vegas. Tails is Vegas.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, friend. Well,
you're gonna lose.
Sure. What's the deal with what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Oh, nothing. I ain't doing shit. I'm probably gonna play some more Final Fantasy VII. My boss has got me on a new game called The Finals where we run around and shoot shit. Yeah, just kind of geeking out.
I hear you. Sponge says you look like a caveman.
I am like a caveman, Sponge. I was gonna get a haircut this weekend, but I didn't.
Decided not to.
Yeah.
The 49ers are doing so good right now. He doesn't want to shave. That's the problem.
It's so messed up.
Yeah. Carcast asked if you had any streams planning. You
No.
gonna do Thursday? Do Thursday.
I might do it Thursday. But by the time I get off work, I can't. It's hard for me to start the game, like get dinner in me, and then start the game and be any sort of on time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's been going on lately. Also, like, I don't know. Seems like there's a crap ton of points of view out there, and I don't think I'm not really shedding. Well, I'm not saying anything new or different. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking on how I can change my content to where it's actually helpful or useful or, worth people actually watching on a consistent basis.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will be doing an in-person podcast tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to be recorded or live. Hopefully recorded.
No, let's do it live. Awkward. That'll be cool.
I feel like recorded might be a little bit better. I'm going to use OBS. So I'll see how that works out.
Oh, you're going to have fun.
So anyways, guys, thank you to all in the chat. Anybody who watched, anybody who watches in the future, thank you and have a good night.
We out.